Let's dive into something that's, well, kind of fascinating. It's this huge, surprising gap between how we see ourselves in the mirror and how the rest of the world actually sees us. Seriously, think about it. Someone tells you they like your shirt or they love something you said. And what's your first instinct? To just brush it off, right? Why do we do that?
We've all been there. It's almost a knee-jerk reaction. But what it really shows is this deep disconnect. It's a sign that the awesome thing someone else sees in you is clashing head-on with the story you're telling yourself.
But here's a wild thought. What if that thing you obsess over, the thing you wish you could just magic away, what if that's the very thing that makes people notice you, that draws them in? Let's really dig into that idea.
I mean, we are just bombarded 24/7 with these images of flawless, airbrushed people. But chasing after that impossible ideal, it's not just exhausting, it might actually be making you less magnetic.
So if perfection isn't the goal, then what is? Well, it turns out attraction is way more subtle. It's all about these subconscious signals, these little traits that tell a powerful story about who you are before you even open your mouth.
Let's start with a total classic. You know, those little crinkles around the eyes that people spend a small fortune on creams trying to erase.
And here is the amazing part. Where you might see yourself looking older, another person sees evidence of a life filled with laughter and joy. A smile that actually reaches your eyes just feels real. Psychologically, it signals incredible warmth and emotional safety. It basically tells people, hey, I'm a positive person. You're safe with me.
Okay, next up is something a lot of us can feel a little self-conscious about. A smile that's maybe a little crooked or some other slight asymmetry in your face. We're taught that perfect symmetry is the goal, right? But deep down, total perfection can feel a bit artificial, almost unsettling. A minor imperfection, though, like a slightly uneven smile, that's character. It makes you seem more human, more authentic, and honestly, way more intriguing. All right, let's talk about a really sensitive one. For a lot of people, hair loss can be a huge source of anxiety. Now, this is the key insight. It is almost never the hair loss itself that people pick up on. It's the insecurity about it. Trying to hide it just projects anxiety. But when someone owns it, shaves it off, moves on with their life, that signals huge self-acceptance and emotional maturity. And that confidence, that is what's incredibly attractive. And the list just keeps going, with every little thing telling a subconscious story. A broad back can suggest you're stable and protective. Veins on a forearm might signal vitality and strength. Calloused hands, they tell a story of competence, of someone who isn't afraid to get things done. Even a deep, calm voice can project a sense of control and make others feel at ease. So, are you starting to see the pattern here? The common thread running through all of this isn't the physical thing itself, it's the confidence. It's the life story that it represents. It all comes down to how you carry yourself. And this chart just drives the point home perfectly. Look, we can spend all our time and energy chasing that tiny little bar of physical perfection, or we can focus on authentic confidence. It's not even a fair fight. Owning who you are is just overwhelmingly more powerful. Okay, so let's flip this around for a second. Just like some things send positive signals, other things can send signals of low self-respect. And the great thing is, these are things we have 100% control over. Now, this is not a moral judgment, not at all. These are just signals. Dirty fingernails can suggest you don't care about the details. Unkempt hair might read as low self-respect. And bad posture, slouching or hunching over, it just communicates low energy and insecurity. It can completely cancel out all your other positive traits. So, here's the game plan. It's simple. First, just master the small details. Basic grooming goes a really long way. Second, own your physical space. Stand tall with your chest open. And third, speak with intention. Slow down, use pauses, and let your voice have some weight. These small shifts can totally change the story you tell the world. And this brings us right back to the main point of this whole thing. It's not about collecting a list of attractive traits. It's about building a solid foundation of just accepting yourself. The sources have a great word for this state, coherence. It's that sweet spot where how you feel about yourself on the inside finally lines up with how you present yourself on the outside. When you stop fighting yourself and start embracing yourself, that's when real magnetism happens. So, the ultimate takeaway is this. Stop trying to be a film star. Stop losing sleep over your so-called flaws. The real work is just in accepting yourself in all your unique, imperfect glory. Because that's when other people can finally see the real you. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What is that one thing you've always seen as a flaw? And what if it's actually the very thing that tells your most powerful and attractive story?